Hello everybody, I'm here today to play as the Heavy with my 5th tutorial video. Yep, he, in my opinion, is the easiest class to play. People like go, no, strategic placement is very big for the Heavy. Yeah, but there's still a lot more complicated stuff you have to do for other classes like scouts, figuring out how not to get hit, demos, trying to hit people with the tubes directly. It's just, Heavy's the easiest, okay? TF2 is a hard game and Heavy is just walk forward and shoot. I don't care what people say. In all fairness though, that just because it's the easiest class to play doesn't mean there isn't advice you can take as a class. Even though he walks forward like doesn't mean that there is nothing to learn about him. In all fairness, there is stuff you can learn about every class, no matter how skeptical you are about it. As you can see, I am using the default minigun. Obviously, who doesn't use the default minigun, apart from maybe the Thomas Laugh occasionally. The sandwich, once again, everyone uses the freaking sandwich. And the gloves of running urgency. That loadout is used by almost every Heavy. Maybe a slight variation with the minigun, but still, everyone uses the gloves of running urgently or the sandwich, unless you want to dick around with some other weapons, like a shot. So anyway, I may as well start off with the advice. The first piece of advice I'm going to give is try and fire in bursts. What I mean by that is don't be emptying your entire clip of your minigun into one guy far away, because it doesn't work. It does kill them, sure, but you're standing still. And even if you do try and move, you move so incredibly slowly that any sniper or spy, your two biggest threats, are going to kill you in seconds. They're going to kill you so quickly, you're going to be like, what the fuck just happened? Because two quick headshots or one charge shot from a sniper will kill you instantly. One backstab from a spy will kill you instantly. So, those are the two classes you have to be careful of. If you see a sniper from far away in an open area, don't go into that open area. For the love of Christ. That is my second piece of advice. If you're in an area, don't leave yourself in open spaces too often. The smaller the space you're in, the less of a spread you have for your minigun. Quite similar to the demo, except against demos you actually do have a bit of trouble. Like against soldiers or even most damage dealing classes, you still cause massive amounts of damage in a tight spot. If you're out in, like, for example, this open area of Thunder Mountain, you're going to get headshotted about 9 times out of 10 if you stay on top of that tower shooting around the place. Because snipers are always there, they're always in that one side corridor from the spawn, and I do actually take advantage of that at some points and just take them on. But my third piece of advice, which is actually a biggie if you have a medic on you, is you actually can right click on your sandwich and it will give it to other people. This is so important for medics because they will shove that minigun so far up your ass that you won't even give a crap about health. But you should give a crap about the medic's health, because the medic, believe it or not, actually does die. That's usually how most medics die, because any smart TF2 player will go for the medic first, because the medic is the reason the Heavy is alive. The Heavy will be dead 5 times over if not for the medic healing them all the time. And trust me, if a medic is playing, they will always help the Heavy out, because the Heavy is such an important damage dealing character in the game that the medic will always stick to him, especially with his high health. The next piece of advice I'm going to give you is try and be clever about where you are. Now this seems like a very, very weird piece of advice, but the thing is that a scout, it doesn't matter where you start off and where you are when you're fighting someone, because, you know, you can move around and you can get away anyway. Same for most of the classes. Heavy is a different story. He is the slowest moving character in the game. Full stop. No exceptions. He is the slowest. He cannot move that much. So, the more useful the position you're in when you're fighting the enemy, the better. For example, if there is a scout in my face, if you keep turning around and chasing him, he's going to shoot you in the back repeatedly and probably kill you. What you should do is step back a bit and just see where he's moving to, and then shoot there. You'll probably start hitting him and then he'll get frantic and die from it. Because let's face it, most scouts aren't that good to avoid minigun fire from that kind of range. Similar with soldiers. Soldiers at mid to close range are fantastic at fighting heavies. Granted, heavies, so the more you take them by surprise, the better. If there's some random ass soldier trying to blow you up with his rocket, which he probably will be, especially if there's no medic on you, what you should be trying to do is slowly move towards him. Now I know that sounds very fucking stupid, but there is one situation where I fight a soldier like that, and I managed to kill him despite there being a medic on him, and I do later kill the medic. But it's because the closer you get to a soldier, they don't expect you to actually start walking towards them, and they get more and more frantic. Then they start causing damage to themselves, because since the splash damage is so badly done, and their aim is getting really frantic because you're getting so close to them with a big massive minigun in their face, they're gonna freak out a bit. They're gonna be like, oh, what the hell? And they're gonna get shot repeatedly and die, despite there being a medic on them. Another piece of advice I'm gonna give you is turn around. Okay, turn the hell around. Get used. Also, get another half piece of advice is get used to the sound of the dead ringer, because the amount of pub servers that has dead ringer spies in them is ridiculous. So when you kill a spy that's not cloaked, wait for the noise. There will be a noise, a very loud, distinct noise like this. All you have to do is turn around and check. If someone is there, which they probably will be, usually disguised, kill them. No problem. And if they don't have the dead ringer and they're trying to sneak up on you, just turn around occasionally. If you see like a backstab icon in the top left corner, turn around, because there is a spy nearby backstabbing your team, because you're with your team clearly pushing the cart. Sometimes it doesn't hurt to check. Anyway, my last piece of advice is have fun, because we all know how much fun TF2 is, especially, well, despite, in my opinion, Heavy being as well as the easiest, being the least fun class to play. I play it probably the least at this point. I still have fun playing as the Heavy, because I do kill a lot of people. Anyway, that's it. If you like what you saw, feel free to see more. If you didn't like what you saw, then I won't see you next time. Feel free to like, subscribe. Bye.